That's a goal!
All right, it don't happen. Wetin man go do? So now how we see am 3-0 loss at Manchester City. So it's a debut match, but I don't think we saw anything different today. But what do you think about this team, about Mbemo for this match? Let me start from Mbemo first.
Okay, anybody that watched today's match can affirm that Mbemo was that player that always tried to shoot each time he gets a chance to do that. One of the things we have been lacking is shooting and scoring ability. So today's match, Mbemo, despite that the whole team didn't play well, but Mbemo, I think, is the best player in our team today.
He started Ahmad and Mbemo together today. And like I predicted, he's going to start Cisco because of the availability of players. But we've been always have that argument. I was telling you that Mbemo can Cisco is not the man that Manchester United needs at this time. And it was a sort of argument, a criticism, but today you don't see another. So I don't know what you have to say about Cisco's performance.
Okay, for me, I think he has to adapt. He has to adapt to Premier League, and he's not yet in that top level. Then, but in today's match, we didn't create enough chances, unlike we normally do in other matches. But I understand that at least, even when the chances are not there, what made you a football player, what made you a striker, is that instinct in you to even, just like Haaland drops to pick the ball, start the move. So we didn't see more of that progressive move from him today. So for me, Cisco still has a long way to go. But just like any other player who can be out of form, but fighting back to enter a team, I think if he actually know what wearing Manchester United shirt mean, he should work hard and adapt to English football.
Man City started a weak lineup for me. In that midfield, there was no much individuals that can possess the game. I was expecting a dominant football by Manchester United in the first half, but it didn't go as I thought. For me, I don't know whether it was because of the starting of what's his name? Your DMF.
Okay,
Ogate. So starting off Ogate, I don't know whether it's because of Ogate, but what do you think about Ogate's performance? Because there are some 1 or 2 times that he made that tackle that we knew him of.
In as much as Ogata has 1 or 2 times he did nice interception, but we know that Ogate is not in a top level to be playing for a club like Manchester United. But when the need is not available, the best in the available becomes the most needed. So I think what happens today is that coach has looked at what he has. He has Casemiro there, has Maino there, and for him, looking, he is the best maybe among them to do some interception in that midfield, which you can't do more than you can. No one gives what he has not. You get? So to the best of his own ability, he performed well. But at the same time, this is not what is needed for a top club like Manchester United.
Okay, another match, another loss, another reason to sack Ruben Amorim. Are you in for Amorim to stay or to sack? Tell us more about Amorim and his performance today and the selection.
If you have been following football news in social media, you will know that when Amorim was losing matches last season, many Manchester United fans were rooting for him, saying that maybe because of preseason, this and that. But I must tell you, the problem I have with a coach is not about maybe your coaching ability or tactical destiny, but the problem I have with you as a coach is when you are doing a particular thing and it's obvious to you and everybody watching the match that this thing I'm trying to implement is not working and you are insisting on it. None of all these good coaches was made a good coach by just being stubborn. Why it's called football is that in football you can't just be rigid like that. Football has to do with flexibility. Each match has its own tactical decisions. So when you look at what Manchester United is suffering, it's just like trying to force a club what have never existed in their tradition. Manchester United used to know is known for counter football.
Yes.
And this type of this formation we are playing now is more of defensive. You can see the difficulty Dogu is having today in crossing the ball because he's a defender. That wing is dead today. We couldn't make create any good chance or anything from that wing. So for me, as of today, I stand. If the board is taking the decision this night to sack him, I'm fully in support of it and you can't be a coach and keep repeating the same thing. I must keep to my principle. That alone has made you has made you to be not to be a coach, because you can't be a coach and you can't have the virtue of flexibility, insisting on your own principle. So for me, since he's insisting over and over again, and after each media interrogations, he still tells the media, I cannot change, I must do this, I must do that. I think it's time for change. Since what he has, if he believes that this is only formation he can offer, since it's obvious both to him and to us that it's not working, let's try another thing. That's how a club grows.
Okay. By this time next Sunday, Manchester United will be hosting Chelsea at Old Trafford. Chelsea drew their last game and they have Champions League football before then, but I will not say, I don't know what will happen in the game, but what do you think are going into that game?
Okay, Manchester United and Chelsea football matches coming together has a record in Premier League as the most drawn match. Yeah. So when you look at both teams, Chelsea is a way better team than Manchester United for some seasons now. Now, going into that game, and the only thing Manchester United can be confident of is number one, playing from home. The fan support. Then maybe the record they has that since 2012, Chelsea is yet to beat Manchester United from home. But when a club starts playing bad, not winning matches, it affects the psyche of everything happening in the club. So even why I believe in record that a team is yet to beat us since 2012, but it's in a particular match that a record can be broken. We can't give what we gave today in Manchester City match and expect to come up with a point against Chelsea. It's not possible. The only way we can come up with a point against Chelsea is if maybe Mateus Cunha and Mason Mount can be back. But even looking at the injury this thing, you see that the possibility is not there. So for me, if we should play this way, I bet you Chelsea is winning that match. Forget about the record and home of 18. So that's my belief.
Okay, so let's hear your final thoughts before we draw it to a close.
Okay, my final thought is that the Manchester United board should know that this team is not a mediocre team. This team is in England, is the champions of England. Like when you talk of England,
this club,
this club, Manchester United has to come to your mind before any other club. So, when a club loses much, maybe even the board and the coaches that are coming to the club, you think I can do anything about it. They should be reminded that this team has a period where they win 3 Premier League straight. When we win trophies back to back, this Manchester United. So please do the needful. If Amorim is not willing to change, try to change the coach. Try to support any new coach that has to come in, and try to reinforce different wings and try to create the good environment for players. Since every player is complaining that some of the players that are left do complain that Manchester United is the problem. Create a good environment for them. Let's know what is happening to us since Alex Ferguson retired. Me too, self. I'm tired. I don't know what to say. But what will I say? I won't stop supporting my club. Thank you.
You feel support Chelsea, can't you?
No.
Thank you for watching. There are some of our videos you would love to watch. Please follow us for more contents. Like, share, and subscribe.